Good morning. I have a question for you. Have you been walking during this time of quarantine? If so, I would love to know where you've gone. I'm enjoying getting out, getting some exercise. I've enjoyed just hanging in my yard too. I'm reminded of some yard projects, and I'm reminded of my very first yard project as a new homeowner. I was trimming around the yard and the flower beds, and I was using this half moon shovel. Do you know what I'm talking about? After hours of work, I had to stop. I looked at what I had done so far, and the results were not impressive. And I looked at what I still had to do, and I told myself, this isn't working. It's not working. And admitting this to myself was the very best thing. And in my Christian life, I had a season where I admitted to myself, this isn't working. I was about 30. I called this my Bermuda Triangle season of life because I had these huge storms in multiple areas of life that left my head spinning, my heart overwhelmed, and me thinking, my faith isn't working. It's not helping me. Where's my peace in these storms? Why can't I hear God's voice? What's wrong? I came to realize that there was a big gap between what I theoretically knew about God and what I was experiencing with God. I'm Cathy. I work with the women's ministry here at Maranatha, and this season of life and the lessons God taught me still inspire me in the work that I do in life. And the lessons are summarized in Hebrews 11:6. Without faith, it is impossible to please him. For whoever would draw near to God must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who seek him. This is such a beautiful message. It's so amazing. God says, you want to please me? Have faith in me. I love this. Pleasing him is not about me, which is a good thing. It's about him and having faith in him. You know, I started out my Christian journey by faith in Jesus, his death on the cross, but I started living like God was giving out performance appraisals. You know, like the ones we get at work where they evaluate our quantitative results, the tasks that we did, our qualitative attributes like teamwork, cooperation. They give us a few overall comments and then we get our score. I was living like God was giving me a performance appraisal. It's tempting to try to please God by getting a good score as a Christian wife, a mom, a friend, a worker. It's also tempting to not even try to step out in faith for fear of getting a bad review. If you've gone down this path, you know it doesn't lead to peace and joy. So how freeing is it to know that what pleases God is having faith in him, and to make sure we understood, he tells us what to have faith in. For whoever would draw near to God must believe that he exists, that he is the God he says he is, and two, that he rewards those who seek him. So let's keep reminding ourselves of who God is. Jen Wilkin wrote in Women of the Word how she had had a backwards approach to studying the Bible, and I have to agree with this. She explained how she got it backwards. She said, I believe the Bible was a roadmap for life, and that in any given circumstance, someone who truly knew how to read it and interpret it could find a passage to give comfort or guidance. There you go. Here's your passage. But in this storm, I learned that I needed more than a verse of truth. I needed the God of all truth. I needed him. I needed to come to his word to know him. And this is something I started practicing. It was an exercise to keep my faith from being too theoretical. I would take these two phrases and ask myself why I believed them. First, believing God exists. I would ask myself, why do I believe God exists? I found that inspiring to look at the evidence for God in nature, in the world that he's created. It was inspiring. I found myself thinking then, okay, who does God say he is? What are his characteristics? What are the names of God? And then I would ponder them and ask myself, okay, am I living this way? For example, God says that he is wonderful counselor, the mighty God, the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. So I would just ask, am I trusting God to counsel me in this situation? Do I think that he's mighty and that he has the power to take care of it? Is he a father who's going to take care of me now and forever? Is he my Prince of Peace? Or am I maybe looking to someone else or looking to myself to take care of the situation I'm in? I want to meditate on God so that his perfections are the things that I turn to, that I look to him. So first, I just think about believing God exists, and then that he rewards those who seek him. Sometimes people say we shouldn't be motivated by rewards, but God says, no, we should come to him knowing he will reward us. There's so many examples God gives us of the way he rewards us by coming to him. My sister loves James 1:5, so I'm going to use that. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given to him. She says, I often lack wisdom, so I ask God. And he provides, he rewards. And the next verse is caution, but let us ask in faith. Let's not doubt. Let's believe God rewards those who seek him. Let's let faith be an anchor. If you want some more examples, read the rest of Hebrews 11 and see the amazing things that God did in and through the lives of those who believed. In the end, I turned my edging over at lawn service. He brought this huge gas edger, and before he started, he asked, if it's okay with you, can I just go ahead and redo the work that you did? Yes, sure, of course, do it. And with a very little time and effort, it was done and beautiful. I traded in my inexperience and my half-moon shovel for someone with experience and a gas edger. It made all the difference. You could say I made a similar trade in my Christian life too. I traded in working on my performance appraisal for drawing near to God in faith. You know, we can go to church without drawing near, without opening our hearts to him, without listening to him, without hearing him. Let's draw near. Let's hear his voice. John 10:27, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. Jesus is speaking here, and he seems pretty confident that his sheep hear his voice. He knows us. He knows how to speak in a way that we will hear it. When we draw near to God, we can have confidence that we will never get the silent treatment. We will hear him. It may take us some time to be still and listen, but he always speaks. Not necessarily what we want to hear, but he speaks the truth that we need to hear. He is our good shepherd. He provides, he guides, he restores. Let's have faith in that. My ultimate goal for everything that's done in our ministry here is for us to draw near to God, believing that he exists and that he rewards those who seek him. This is what pleases God. Have a great day.